Thank you for indulging me. The comic pull list for this week, about $20, $14. It wasn't that bad actually. It was actually like really good. But somehow I came out with 4 books though, because Absolute Batman I bought as a copy. I pre-ordered like 4 or 5 issues for $20. And then yeah, so these three store over there. These three are about $14. I'm considering my Turtles journey. I'm on issue 3. I actually like it a lot. I knew I would, but this is a special pull book for me. I like that a lot. It really reminds me, and like I was thinking about this about Aquaman too. I just read Aquaman. It really reminds me of like back in the day, Turtles. Like back in the day, like you're watching an Aquaman cartoon series, like you really like. And like 2003 Turtles, like back in the sewer, fast forward type stuff. Like that's what it really feels like, even though it's still adult and real, because like Raph's in jail. Mikey was pondering like life and going like, man, we broke up and what I do? Become a mega superstar, and I'm still mad at them, and I don't know if I can forgive them. And like he's fighting Raph, like he's really emotional. He's using diamond nunchucks. I was so sick. I can't wait to hear Lero's story or see what he's up to. And this cover is so tough too. Look at that. This cover is so tough. Get rid of that. Get rid of the evidence. I like the Absolute Batman cover too. It's just, this is a tough week for me in comics, and it's really cheap. Like these are the only books that I was like reading dedicated to the next Batman and Robin. This is my Batman story. But the guy at the store recommended Batman Dark, and he said they're like 3-issue stories, so we might pick up a set of those if I come into some money. Aquaman though was super fun, and again, look, a tough cover. These are tough men covers. Like ugh. Best cover. I'm leaning towards the Ronin. I like the blue, the sword. Like there's a story here. There's layers to it. Batman is just tough. This is a tough week for comics, and this is going to be a fun read. I actually want to talk about Aquaman, and then afterwards we'll get into our JL afternoon issue. We're starting a new series, Tower of Babel. But Aquaman was so cool. Like, it's a bigger story than you know. We get a quick Aquaman origin because you're already all in. You know Aquaman. Already born Arthur Curry. He's a hero. He's a lover. And he's a king of Atlantis. But he's fighting this like Kraken thing. And he's a god killer. But like, if you're reading New Gods, you know the old gods are dead. And this looks like an old god. This is like a Titan type thing. So we're trying to catch up to this moment here, right? Which, I don't know. It plays with time, which is what I don't like about this book, but it makes this book interesting and bigger than what it is. Because it's like, don't tell our stories where they begin. We get this really cool 1 year before. And this is like the all-in stuff, basically. So this is 1 year in the future. We're just going to say that. That's a future moment. And right now in the all-in stuff, the story's being told. Aquaman is doing this. He is saving this plane. And it's so sick. And Jeremy Adams put so much respect. Let me show you this, because Jeremy Adams put so much respect on Aquaman's name. He saves this plane, and the fish boat captain, he's like, should we like get out the way? Nah, we're good. He says, son, I'm not worried about this plane no more, because he saw Aquaman coming. He was like, Aquaman got this, dude. You know, he's a top tier hero. I just put instant respect on his name. And it's a super fun read. But look at this. Jeremy Adams and John Timms, these guys made the whole book, right? The Rising Tide. We got to keep that title in mind. Maybe there's some theming, symbolism. What are all these names? Right? Colorist, letter, cover, okay, which is just John Timms again. But then it's like all of these variant artists, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And slap some editors on it. Anyway, Aqua comes back and he like catches you up to speed just in case you're not all in, like you're picking up Aquaman for the first time. He's just saving a plane, doing some cool stuff, and he's like, hey man, I got new powers now. It's Aqua telekinesis. And that's my hot wife, Mara. The Atom Project was also really good. I have that one. And then he saves this plane with the water and he lands it. And he's like, it feels good. And I'm like, yeah, it does feel good. And the plane's still coming at the captain. And he's like, sir, should we get out the way? He's like, nah, dude, it's fine. Get ready to get the passengers off. Like, I love that. Like the captain's like, yeah, Aquaman. That's what he does. Like, he's me. He's the Aquaman fan. That's me. And then we go to Atlantis and we get this super detailed like beauty of Atlantis. This is the first time we got to see Atlantis since Rebirth, I think. And then they make all these references, like setting up the canon to past Aquaman stories, like Drowned Earth. Look at the detail, and it's so beautiful. I was staring at it, like I had it straight to my face, and I wear glasses because it's just there's so much detail. I would never get into it all. And then you see Aquaman nodding off being king because he's like, yeah, I gotta sit in all these meetings and stuff, and that's the boring part. But I like being a hero. My family's here. It's safe. It's beautiful. And then a water monster attack. Kind of like the Titan he fights a year later. I can't get it. Let me get my... there we go. My bookmark. It was kind of like the Titan he was fighting a year later. Right? So we catch up to Aquaman. He's fighting this water Titan now because it's attacking like the city or whatever. Dude, Atlantis looks so beautiful, dude. It looks so good too. And you get like 3 pages of Atlantis, and then you get to this water Titan that he's fighting or that's attacking the city. And it's like, well, it's a good thing Aquaman can control water now. And he goes at it and it punches him and he lands in this old couple's home. And he's like, this is embarrassing. And then he tries to aqua kinetic the water monster. He fights a little more, but it disappears. Like, he's like, what? And then he hears Arthur with his super hearing because he's basically underwater Superman. Like, he hears Mara back in Atlantis and he's like, I swim as fast as I ever swam before. And whoosh, as he gets there, we get this whoosh. And you're like, what? No. We are not smashing Atlantis in the first issue. Are you joking? And there's just this orb. It's a pearl. And Jackson Hyde told us about this pearl when he was back at this part. And he was like, if it does something, tell me about it. Okay, sure. But what? Is this a joke? I thought we were going to get classic Aquaman stories and adventures. Like, he was fighting monsters. And I was like, yeah, I was having a good time too. When we got to here, I was like, we're just going to get classic Aquaman. This is going to be fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. And this is all that's left. So now we got to do some investigating. So who do you go to? You know, we got this watchtower. Who do we go to when we gotta do some investigating? Where's Batman? He's like, in the lab. Okay. And then Zatanna's analyzing the egg or the pearl. That's what it's called. It's a pearl. And Batman's like, so what happened? And he's like, I was fighting a water monster, and it's a good thing because I can control water now, and it disappeared. I heard Mara, and that's what Atlantis is gone. And it's like, what? And so Zatanna's analyzing it, and she says, so it feels like somebody's hiding the information from me. And you're like, how? What does that mean? It just feels like someone's hiding it, like from the tapestries of magic. But maybe before the beginning of time. Excuse me. Maybe before the beginning of time. But I found a corresponding thread of similar vibration. So it's the egg, the pearl is calling out to a particular spot, right? And then we go to the spot, and it's underwater, of course. And then you got the two pillars of the DC Trinity traveling with Aquaman. And I like this description of what Aquaman's thinking. Aquaman's like, it's kindness, Bruce and Diana, coming with me. They could no sooner help me in these waters than a baby could climb a mountain. It's just, I didn't know Aquaman was so philosophical in his thinking. He's just like, these two couldn't help me down here. If something was to pop off, I would have to help them. But it's nice that they're coming with me to see me off to this, to help me get my family back, to find Atlantis. And we get to this coral reef looking thing, right? And then the pearl starts responding, of course. And you're like, wow, whoa, what's going on? And then it cracks open into a gate. And then Aquaman's like, I'm going in the gate. It could be a trap. Yeah, it could go to Atlantis. Go, of course, right? And then Wonder Woman blesses him with the gods. And they shove him into the gate. And then the gate, like, gives off the Omega symbol. Which means shit's popping off, dude. Absolute universe, absolute power. Like, all of this stuff is actually connected and continuing in all of the books, maybe. And then Diana remarks, Bruce, I see it. A god helped Arthur. Right? And it's interesting, right? The book opened off saying Arthur Curry is a god killer. This is his new lore, right? If you're reading New Gods, what do they say? The new gods, the old gods are dead. Hello? Maybe. There's 6 people in here, guys. Thanks for showing up. You want to see what the rest of the comic haul is? If you want to read another book, we're going to have to get some more likes, that's for sure. But I'll honor you the covers. I already talked about it already, but it's fine because now people are here to see it again. I only bought 3 books, really. That was the $14. Absolute Batman came in a bundle of 20, so it was like pre-ordered already. So Aquaman was the 3rd book. Tough covers, dude. Look at that. Look, all tough covers. I think the Ronin one. I'm loving the turtles. I just started buying them. I reserved the 4th issue because it sold out in my comic store. It was there, and now it's not. Batman and Robin's the only one I'm reading, and then Aquaman. I kind of like it. I'm shocked. I thought we were gonna get classic Aquaman stories, and now we're not. It's like we might. We're getting some crazy stuff. That's all I got to say about that. It's some crazy stuff, but it's tough. I like how most of the issue though, it's like Aquaman doing his classic Aquaman adventures, and then it's like, all right, but now I'm gonna tell a different story, a really good story that relates to the DC universe and Darkseid and gods. I can't wait to read what Leonardo's gonna do. We do have another book to read though, guys, too, because we're gonna do JLA Afternoon. For more likes, we get the new stuff. We got Aquaman was a courtesy because I already read it before stream. We're gonna read Tower of Babel. Ooh. Hello, you like the Justice League? Justice League of America. 19 or 2000 actually. We're in the year 2000. 2001 maybe. So we opened the scene. He said, "You what?" And we're in Asia, and this is Ra's al Ghul's private retreat. He's like, "You fed him what? Chocolate, sir. I didn't. It would hurt him, I swear." "I see. It was your job to look after him, and you were just being kind, even though it was critical his special diet to be maintained due to his fragility. And now that he is dead, his mate to be, future mother of his children, is the last of her line. Now there will never be another like either of them. Show the same kindness." "No, my lord, please. It was an accident." "Surely you can't kill me over this. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." We got a dead cub. I'm on Raish's side on this one. Yo, look at this ad. This is what I love about the 90s. You have comics and I love it. Dude, me too. That's why I started this. I just had to, if I'm going to read them, I might as well read them, right? Look, but I love the 90s or the 2000s. And in comics, you don't get this in the Aquaman ad. It's other DC stuff. But back then, they were broke, so they had to license out to ad space to Cartoon Network. Look at that. That's cool. Dragon Ball Z. This is the only show I watched. I didn't really watch. They had Thundercats. Yeah, I didn't really watch any of this. Isn't that cool? Look at that, dude. All right, so Ra's is now just going through his garden. This is all I read so far. Everything else would be new to me. Ra's is just like talking about how, yeah, humans are stupid and animals are going extinct. What's gonna happen to this butterfly or this rhino or the sagio antelope? I'm like, whatever, dude. You have done much for them, Father. Now many natural species thrive due to your efforts. They do not thrive in conservatories, Talia. The only thing that thrives outside these walls are the 6 billion short-sighted parasites who continue to ravage our planet's natural resources. It is our own humanity. It is destructive force. It needs a master. The schematics, please. See, the 90s, we fleshed out all these characters. Now, like, we skip all this stuff. Isn't that funny? But it leads for bigger storytelling. Excellent. Well, you get the burns. Excellent. In the past, I have been unsuccessful in my efforts to pair the human race to the manimal size. Beginning tomorrow, however, mankind will begin thinking itself, and you expect no interference. My league has its instructions. Provided you follow them to the letter, our most troublesome adversaries will be nullified in some of the most imaginative ways. As for the most persistent thorn in our side, the detective, well, yeah, it's always Batman, isn't it? Distracting him was obvious a matter. I cannot believe I never thought of it before. You're joking. Yeah, school tomorrow. They'll be back tomorrow. We might do the next episode of Tower of Babel, the next issue, I mean. Thanks for stopping by. Hello. Wow, he actually did it. Survival of the fittest. He's a madman. He's a madman. Ra's al Ghul actually did it. Who does that? He said distracting him. That's a mystery, and he has to solve it. Are you joking? That's how this story opens? And then you give me What is this? Win 25,000 and the corn nuts. Who is this? Corn nuts? His parents just got dug up. You want to sell me corn nuts? Into a Game Boy Color game of Men in Black. Yeah, we're back. I love it. Wow. Okay. So Batman's parents got dug up. With the Batman occupied, our first priority is the Martian Manhunter, the telepath. Yeah. You have the tools which to trace him. Use them. They trace down Martian Manhunter. They shoot him with the rocket. Great. Honema. There was no military shell. It carried no explosives. Merely a fine metal dust that won't seem to dissipate. What's in that so tenacious? Yo, Raish is showing he's a threat, bro. He's the biggest threat as Luthor, bro. German Black Forest has been burning for hours with no sign of stopping. With the river Rhine more than 18 miles away, there's no water to quench the blaze before it reaches Stuttgart. To contain an inferno this massive, you need to create a fire break too large to imagine. For anyone other than Flash and Wonder Woman. Good, you can keep up. I do my part. What do you suppose started this? Okay. Interesting. He just started the giant forest fire. One only they can cover. You still trying to sell me some candy, bro? Relax. I don't have a sweet tooth like that. Yo, this is the ads I came for. Sega Dreamcast. I love how it's just like a commercial break, and every time I get to an ad, the viewers go down. I think that's hilarious. Call down the thunder. Amazing. And then we get this beautiful picture of Wonder Woman. Just let's admire that. No one can tell us. John was the nearest leader when the blaze broke out, but we lost his signal over Switzerland for some reason. Just as well he's not here. You know that fire does do to the poor guy. Tough as you, but wave a match at him. Or something bigger. Look, the second I got back to the comic, the views went up. That's so funny. Every time I get to an ad, it goes down. You were asking who this Smokey the Bear? I think I spotted a clue. Ugh, this thing is causing the fire. This little race let this thing out. You mean him? Sarcasm is so lost on you. Yes. Come on, let's put him out. Race you. You're on. Look at the character development. Wonder Woman is kind of quick, huh? I warn you, the gods granted me the speed of Mercury. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were fast. The witty dialogue, Grant. I think this is Grant. No, Mark Wade. My fault. We're reading Mark Wade's Tower of Babel. Look at that witty dialogue, Wade. Yo, we still get some more Wonder Woman and Flash content. This is what the people came for. Look at that. Good art. Then again, it's not always about speed. Flash, look out. Wow. He just took it. He just took it from her. Yo, look at this. Look at Wally. Then again, you can fly. Take a breath. Then when you're ready. They run. They hit him with the old speedster trick. They just run around in circles. Focus. Hit him with the zoom. They hit him with the speedster trick. And he's like, we take him down together. Create a vortex to pull the air from him. And he'll drop like a spent match. Yup. Oh, look at that. It's working. He's faltering. And look, he's got a crunchy center. Well, that's why they kept selling us candy. You can get close enough to land a punch. Diana, what is it? Help me. And then we get this double page ad. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on? Where are we? Huh? PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 2, right? It's the year 2000. I lost all my viewers. Dude, the viewership went to 0. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. That's the ad. It's blurry. Rach has to deal with the rest of the league. Let's see where we're at. The United Nations headquarters. And we will not hesitate to declare military action should the Turks continue to defy us, deny you. Do you think we'll stand idly by while the Rafstanians threaten our borders? If it's war you want, it's war you want. Gentlemen, who is these guys, bro? Please, the good and peaceful people of Atlantis, beg you. We were just reading Aquaman. Both end this conflict. As a kingdom with economic relations with both your countries, we have volunteered to mediate. In the words of our king, who is not here, Lord Chrono, despite your clause that he has prioritized his matters. For once, the Rafstan's ministers speak wisely. Where is your precious Aquaman? Dude, these guys are not with Aquaman. Yo, dude, this is sick era Aquaman, dude. Year 2000 Aquaman, dude. This is the Aquaman who would ride a skateboard, dude. One side, hot soup coming through. You ever thought you'll see Aquaman team up with Plastic Man? Trampoline. Was that a request? Since when do you take me seriously? You're a teammate, Plastic Man. I can trust you. I don't like you, but I can trust you. Nice. My lord, who? Assassins. Oh, they found me outside. Crano, evacuate the room. And then Plastic Man goes up. Sure, Captain Hook. I'll help with security. After all, what can go wrong? Note to self, in the JLA, there's no such thing as rhetorical questions. You get shot at. Is there still one thing talking? Not for long. Crack. Oh, no. It's ice. How'd they know? No. If that hits him in brittle form, oh, he had to take the missile so Plastic Man wouldn't die. Holy cannoli, bro. Aquaman can take a missile, I think. JLA target 2 gas, target 3 flash frozen. Let's go. We're on a deadline. And our work here is done. And then he takes a hammer to Plastic Man. Oh, his hand, brittle. I got book 1 and 2 of Plastic Man No More. That's really good. That's what this reminds me of. Have you guys read Plastic Man No More? Sir, are you hurt? Call security. Allah, get back. Give this man some air. Air, please. Give me water. He said, give him air. He's Aquaman. Give him water. Water? No. No. Get away from me. Whoa. Aquaman? Don't like water? That missile had gas in it. Was it really meant for Plastic Man, bro? Doesn't he put himself back together? I haven't read this. I don't know. I think I've seen the animated film, but I don't know. I really don't know. We'll find out. I have the whole thing. I have the whole thing. JLA Watchtower. It's his skin. The JLA series we're doing some Mark Waid issues now, but most of it is by Grant Morrison. This is the only series I'm gonna read panel to panel like this. Again, if we get some likes to equal out the whale count, I'll read another modern title. But those, if I do read those on stream, I like to read those beforehand and give bigger, shorter summaries. So just so you know what's going on. But this 90s, 2000 stuff, it's more fun reading it panel to panel because Mark Waid enjoys his dialogue, don't he? And he knows his character, so it's fun. It's been changed. Bonded with nanites, engineered to transmute trace elements into magnesium. On the JLA Watchtower is on the moon in this era. An element that bursts into flames in open air. John's become a living torch. Oh. Yeah, well, Nutty Putty here isn't much better off. Don't call him that. Show some respect. I'm sorry. I'm just trying not to throw up watching myself do this. Assuming I can even put all the pieces back together in place, then what? We vulcanize them? Oh, Flash literally is just piecing them back together bit by bit. That's not funny. I know. And take it easy. We got the humidity in here cranked up to rainforest, but that's all we can do for you until that fear toxin wears off, you know? I can't believe Aquaman's scared of water, bro. It's embarrassing. Which had better happen soon. Arthur's dehydrating by the second. Dude, I would just dunk him, bro. No cap. I would just dunk him. I'll be Aquaman. Look over there. What? Flash, run him right to the ocean. He can't bring himself to go anywhere near water, and without it, he'll die. He said the assassins referred to them as JLA targets, meaning that we're all in their sights. You know, Raish only set the fire guy off to distract them two, right? While he activated his next phase. And then we got Superman being a detective for once. They certainly drew a fast beat on these three. Steel and Oracle have temporarily put themselves on JLA reserve status, but do the assassins know that? Question. Let me drink water, guys. Hold on. Drinking water. Was this the one where the Joker get Batman contingency plans? It's Ra's al Ghul. That's not a spoiler either because we started the story off with Ra's al Ghul. Does anybody know where my bookmark went? I thought that was gonna be a funny prop. It's not here. I already ripped my Aquaman. Who cares? That's a bunch of garbage anyway. You see what they did to Atlantis? I don't think it's in here. It was in here. I used it, right? Alright, just trust me. Look, there we go. I did it. We started the book with Ra's al Ghul. That's not a spoiler. Okay. Where were we? Superman pretending he's a detective. He's like, Oracle and Steel put themselves on the JLA reserves, but do the assassins know that, right? So far, they report themselves in no danger, but they're on alert computer. Active signal device. Communication channel with Batman. Batman, are you there? Do you read me? I hear you, Superman. I have to call you back. What is he doing? Crazy guy. Are you under attack? Not anymore. Over now. No, wait. Listen to me. The League's being hunted by unknown persons. Is anyone dead? Not yet, but crack. Is this something you can handle without me? Again, not yet. Then closing channel. Let's see what's on the cargo manifest for Gotham. 2 matching cartons picked up. Pakistan delivered New Delhi. Okay. Oh, dude. Oh, the cargo had his parents on it. Ra's got him on a goose chase. He can't work with the League because he's too busy chasing. He's too busy looking for his parents, bro. The cargo had his parents on it. We're going to Pakistan. Batman. That's not like him. How can you tell? Because we're friends, Wally. Whatever's investigating clearly has his full attention for the moment. And then a 2-page ad for EverQuest. Where's my viewers? Where'd my viewers go? Poor plot. Whoa. Technical difficulties. This is a budget stream. Poor plastic, right? That leaves only Green Lantern, who isn't responding to his signal device. This is the year 2000. The Green Lantern is Kyle Rayner. Then we'll go check on him. Superman? Aquaman also said the assassins mentioned a deadline, meaning they have an agenda beyond us. Maybe an undercover it. But I don't want to... What? Beyond us? Maybe I can undercover it. There you go. But I don't want to leave Arthur unattended while he's still... Poor Martian Manhunter. They kind of did Martian Manhunter dirty, bro. There's metal nanites. When exposed to air, they explode, like catch fire. I'm still here. I'm a huge comic fan. Thanks. Leave a like, man. We got to get some more comic fans in here to help chat about the 90s. And JLA, bro. Aquaman's like, go. I'll be okay. A while longer. Find Kyle before they find him. And they're all like, okay. You don't look okay. Dude, they gotta dunk him in some water, bro. Fine. How did the assassins find Plastic Man? This music is perfect, by the way. How did they find Plastic Man? No one knew he was with me. So how did they zero in on us? Unless... My God. What did he realize? Tell my daughter she'll be disciplined for allowing the Martian to plunge into a healthy forest. Okay. Yes, my lord. Never mind. Oh, because that's why he survived, because he fell into a good forest. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. He should have dropped them on top of Wonder Woman in the like in the forest fire. Never mind. Some losses are unavoidable. Tower status, Dr. Kent. I know I can't read. That's why everybody left. Active in 70 seconds, Raish. Shielding earpieces are being provided. All work as I we speak. Video image up. Splendid. Whoever said a picture was worth 1,000 words is about to see just how badly he miscounted. Time, doctor. 60 seconds. 55. 50. Brace just going live. Wait, let's get a good look at this list. Wait, but how did Race know? I don't understand how Race knew either. Like, exactly where everybody was. Maybe Aquaman will tell us. And so we see the red blur around Metropolis. We know who that is. In this situation like these. What? In situation like these, I'm reminded why I became a reporter. No matter what trouble might strike, I'm always first to hear about it. In my new position as a foreign correspondent, I'm no longer as immersed in the thick of the news as it happens. Kid, get this to rewrite. Can I quote you, Senator? How much of the Black Forest your friend Pakistan? Wait, I need to file on Lucky Pakistani? But there's no place like home. Maybe there's something on the browser wall. Can't. Aren't you supposed to be married? Oh, in Madrid? I thought he said married. I was like, what the hell? Can't. Aren't you supposed to be in Madrid? If you're looking for Lois, she's at the UN covering the Turk-Rafistan talks. That's where Aquaman got assassinated. I figured, Perry. What's breaking big today? We need a quick ad. When Martian Manhunter isn't scared of fire, it's terrifying. That's why they had to nerf him. That's why they had to nerf him. I got that book too. Terminus. Vertical. Alright, let's read all of it. Epic Space Combat RPG. Multiplayer. Oh, okay. What is this? A PC game? They bought ads? Fighter Destiny 2. Disgusting. Stretching. Nah, I won't do that. Alright. Perry White's office. Why aren't you telling me? I'm busy, Kent. You want news? Read the paper and save me the sports. Good old Perry, bro. 0. What? What? Chief, is this a joke? I can't read that. Who said 0? Oh. Raish went live. What'd he do? Great Caesar's ghost. This is gibberish. If this is someone's idea of a gag, Marcy, give me the press manager. Whoa, what the hell? I must be seeing things. What's wrong with my terminal? Screen's all messed up. Tech. We need the computer tech. Babel. It's all babble. Nothing makes sense. Pull me out of this thing before it blows. In 6 different languages. We need an ad. You know we need an ad. This is the time capsule part. This is how you know we're in the 90s to year 2000. Rally Challenge 2000. Told you. Fee, fi, fo, fum. This is like this show right now is very much like you're surfing TV, and like this is how it would feel like when you back in the day in the year 2000 you were watching TV. Maybe, I mean, the ad breaks are a little different, just a little. I thought you remember Kyle's apartment number. I do. I don't remember the numbers being in Greek. No offense. This isn't just another language, Wally. Something's wrong. Here it is. Kyle. No answer. But I swear I heard movements inside. I hate to do this, but since I'm not the one with x-ray vision, I owe Kyle for one locked door. There he is. Man, are you okay? Wally. You got any comments from Comic Historian? Me too, kind of. I watched Comic Historian back in the day, but I also Comics Explained got me into comics back in the day too. It was mainly just those two guys, but then recently I had another boom, and I think it was a combination of just comic pop, which is a little more niche, like nicher comic people, like comic pop, Sticky Goose. Who else? Thinking Critical. I just wanted to start my own comic collection, so I ended up buying some stuff. Everything I bought, I made a video on. So the channel also I found it. The channel also serves as like a record for my collection and how much it's gonna cost. So like I'm pretty sure everything I bought except for Absolute Batman, I guess. But when I collect all of it, I'll make one video on that, and I'll say $20, however much. So, oh man, I think I know what happens here, but I didn't know that this happened in Tower of Babel. Look at this. This is our first DC ad. The original universe, real world's Superman. They said a tattoo would change his life. They never said it could end it. Babyface Superman. Man, I miss Comic Historian. Yeah. Rest in peace. He had a good run, though. Good guy, too. I like his story. When he started selling hot sauce, I was like, that's kind of badass. That's actually kind of badass. I don't like hot sauce. If he sold like honey mustard, I might have bought a bottle. Wally, is that you? What's wrong with Kyle, dude? This is the whole panel. Continue next issue. I think I know what happened. Do we want to give a guess on what happens? Someone guess what happened to Kyle to make him look like this. I'm pretty sure I know what happens. I don't remember this being part of Tower of Babel though, but it probably is. If we want to read another story, let's get to 5 likes. How about that? That's fair. I was gonna say 6. We peaked at like 7, so 5 is definitely fair. We can read Batman or Turtles. Leonardo story issue 3. If we get to 5 likes. JLA though, I'm pretty sure I know. I'll say it. I think his girlfriend is chopped up. Oh no, or is his head big? He said, Wally, is that you? Is his head actually big? No, it's not. Let's go back one bit. No, it's not. That's just what he looks like. I think he's looking at his girlfriend chopped up in the refrigerator. I didn't know that was this story. This is about to get dark. Should we read the columns? Me, myself, and Irene instant win official rules. Who is these people? DC Silver Age returns. Yeah, we're doing that still. 2024. Some new stuff about Walt Simons and Orion. Yeah, okay. And then Superman. You like Superman? You like Superman? Like for Superman, his destiny is in your hands. Superman. Enter entertaindom.com. Should we go to entertaindom.com? We can go to entertaindom.com. Uh-oh. 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 We can go to entertaindom.com. Nobody wants to talk to me. Whoa, look at that back cover. It's the Dark Knight holding chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk. If you guys want to hang out some more, I'm going to be on Twitch playing Pokemon Unite. That was JLA Afternoon. Tower of Babel, Part 1. We'll read Part 2 maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be next week. If we get some likes, more support, the more quicker we'll read it, probably. This is a cool issue, wasn't it? We got... I love how Mark Waid... Okay. I love how Mark Waid keep a thorough line. It's like it felt like it's a Justice League book, and it felt like we got like 3-4 different stories all started in one, and next issue all of them are going to expand. Like every leaguer has their own little arc, and it's like it's introduced perfectly, and we get to see the villain's perspective as well. And we know who it is. Like he's like, look, it's Raish. Look, this is the guy, and he's doing it for these reasons. He's going after the world. It's time. He's pulling a Thanos, but he's just a regular guy. DC isn't cheap like Marvel. There's no Infinity Gauntlet or Magic Orb that's gonna do it for me. I gotta plan and get rid of people, okay? And that's what I'm gonna do. We start with his parents. I can't believe he dug up his parents, bro. And he knows, like, now I can just string the detective and bring him wherever I want. He's gonna be chasing me. And then everybody else, anybody who has a weakness, exploit it, right? Start distracting them. We got so many pages of Wonder Woman and Flash too. Don't it? It just feels like, don't we got so much in just one issue? They're definitely skimping us on the modern stuff, man. And it costs more. That's kind of crazy. I like Superman being a detective because the gimmick to DC Comics was always detective comics, and every superhero was also a detective, right? Batman was the best of them, but like back in the golden age, I'm pretty sure like every issue was of any hero was them being a detective. Like it would be Aquaman doing detective stories. He's just underwater. Superman was just doing detective stories, but when he beat up the bad guys, he was Superman. And so I love seeing them be detectives in modern day stories because all of them should be detective level, like doing detective stuff. This was the weakest part of the issue for me because we just got a lot of ads, and then we were like at the office for no reason. And it was just to do the, Tower of Babel. It's all Babel. Babble, babble, beebo, babble. And then the ending. I'm so upset that they didn't make a Batman Beyond movie. We got to pick our battles. Knave Peep. Thanks for coming by, man. I'm going to go play Pokemon Unite now. I'll be on Twitch at the same name, Sunny Waffles. It was going to be animated from the same people that made Into the Spider-Verse. You're joking. Oh, this is a modern project? They should do that. That would be cool. Yeah. Comic Hall, Aquaman, Turtles issue 3, Absolute Batman. I can't wait to see what the hype is about. People already made videos on Absolute Batman. Like that was an instant. Aquaman was I thought that was actually really good. It's almost what I wanted. No, this was an old one. Okay. That's what I thought you meant. But honestly, they should. They like people would eat up a Batman Beyond, and if you put it in theaters, people would go out in theaters to watch an animated Batman Beyond movie. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They scrap it because they thought no one will like it unless they did a bad job. Unless they did a bad job. I gotta queue up Pokemon Unite. We gotta play Pokemon Unite. We'll probably read issue 2 tomorrow. What time was it? 5 o'clock. I started this at like 4 o'clock ish. That seems like a good time. Maybe I'll try to be here at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I can do it, so I should do it. We're gonna be on issue 44 of JLA Tower of Babel Part 2. Best cover. There was a teaser. Ooh. Maybe we'll watch the teaser on Twitch. I love the covers this week. Like this week, there weren't a lot of books, which I liked because it kept my cost low. But also, it was like Batman and Robin. This is the last one. But also like these are quality stuff. Like so, I'm happy about it. You should catch up with me on the 8th Peep on Twitch. Hi guys, see ya. Thanks for coming by. This was fun. Boom, 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 boom.